Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to everyone holding this live space. Creating this together, holding space is a really important role, and I'm very, very grateful for you all. Everyone who's watching the recording, I'm so glad that you could make it. I'm so glad that you could be here today. So the way we flow through these gatherings is we'll start off with a little exploration to kind of bring this topic of depletion to replenishment into our awareness. And then we'll share a guided practice, some reflection questions, and then at the end, we'll finish the recording, close the online space, and then we'll just go into our private space for everyone who's in the live to hang out and see what's coming through. So from depletion to replenishment, let's see if this resonates with anyone firstly. So it might be that certain words don't resonate. Like if I said exhaustion, that might not resonate. But if I said replenishment and nourishment, that might start to wake something up inside of you. So let us just come to land, ready to explore and saying yes. And I also want to say thank you for taking the time to sit here, whether you're in the live or the recording, for bringing yourself, offering your most valuable gift, which is your presence and your time from all of you, all around the world, is really incredible. So thank you. Before we begin, we want to land in our space. So we want to let our body know that we are free from danger, that we are free from threat, that our life is safe. And there might be some things that are playing in your mind or you're holding in your body that is making you feel unsafe for whatever reason. So this first part, sure. This first part is all about first landing to feel the safety in this space. I'm just going to wait for my daughter to go past. Don't look in the camera, okay? Don't look in the screen. Come on, grab your socks. Of course, she wants to pick her socks. So let's take a look around our space. Thank you, baby. When you're here, how does it feel to land? How does it feel for your body to exist now in this moment? Let your eyes wander around. The reason for this is your eyes are taking a look in the corners, above you, below, just to let your nervous system know actually it's okay. Your surrounding space is safe. Nothing is going to harm you. And this is obviously very personal for you, depending on where you're at. And you might find today that your eyes can naturally close down. Your eyelids can become heavy. Your awareness can move inwards. It might be that your eyes want to stay open and you are having one point of awareness outside of you, one point of awareness inside of you. So we are coming to arrive here with everything that is. The more present we become with acceptance to what is in this moment, in our environment, in our mind, in our body, the more that we can soften into this moment, this present moment. Feel yourself supported by the land beneath you. Offer a message of gratitude to this earth beneath you for the nourishment, for the gifts that the nature around you has to offer when we become present, when we open up this channel, this relationship between ourselves and the land that we're on in this moment, beyond any ideas or stories, just feeling held and allowing yourself to be held. Notice your breath. How is your breath moving today? As you turn your awareness onto your breath, you might notice that it deepens. You might notice the walls that it hits when you take that inhale. And so, in the presence of your loving awareness, maybe we can open any blockages to receive the breath more deeply, more wholly through ourselves, through each cell, receiving that breath, the life force, the nourishment, giving yourself space with each inhale. And now, holding this question I'm about to ask without needing an answer logically, just seeing how this question moves through you. How is it received? Do you feel nourished? How did your body respond to that? Did it open? Did it contract? Did it lean? Did a thought come through or an image? Just to notice how your body is constantly responding to information and your relationship to those words that I used. When it comes to depletion or exhaustion, there's a assumption that it's because we're doing too much. And sometimes that is true. But sometimes it's because we're not doing enough of what really nourishes us. We're not doing enough of what truly nourishes us and helps us to remember our connection and to bring us to that state of aliveness. Many of us, by no fault of our own, have become incredibly good at surviving, of getting through the days, caring for others, working on projects, solving problems, things that our roles ask of us, or things we uphold because of the idea of who we are. But how often do we make space for ourselves? Space to receive a deep breath, space to be nourished, space to listen. For many of us, we override or distract from our body's messages, whether these messages are through a physical sensation, which they always will originate from there, or whether it is through distracting from thoughts or ideas. Just moving away, disconnecting from the way our body is communicating from us. We might push aside rest or things that make us feel alive. We might put our own joy to the bottom of the pile because there's a feeling that everything else needs to be done first. But that to-do list never finishes. I'm sure many of us know that. There's always something that could be added to it. So when we stop listening, when we stop making the space, the body begins to communicate in different ways through fatigue, through illness, through anxiety, numbness, distraction, so many different ways that we can see, that we can notice. But one of the most beautiful things to remember as we go through this practice today, no matter how we respond or react, we can come to remember that our body is very intelligent and our body is never working against us. It is always trying to support us. It's doing the best that it can. So we'll now, with all that information, do a practice to soothe our nervous system. I mentioned every week we'll do something different and you can see what actually works for you. And it might work in this moment, it might not, it might work another time, but see if you can fully say yes to it, to see how you feel afterwards if you go into this practice. So this practice today is a progressive muscle relaxation. This is something that maybe you've tried before, a contraction, a conscious contraction and a conscious release of different muscles through your body. And this is a really beautiful practice because a lot of the time we're holding tension that we're unaware of. So going through the body, we can see parts that we've maybe not tuned into today. So adjust your position as needed. You might want to lay down for this. You might want to have a little jiggle around before we drop deeper into it. Saying yes to this practice today. Nowhere else you need to be, you're saying yes to this. And there's nothing to achieve from this practice, only bringing a curiosity with you. So we'll begin from the bottom. The next inhale takes you down to your feet. Gently curl your toes. It doesn't have to be a big contraction. I know some of us get, what's it called when your muscles really contract and it's painful. So just go gently, listen to your body. Bring in awareness and a contraction to your toes and your feet. The cramp is the word I was looking for. Deep inhale, contract. Hold for a moment. And exhale, soften through the toes and the feet. Then take an inhale and an exhale in between the next muscle group that we move to. The next inhale will take us down to the left and the right leg. Squeeze in whatever we can in the legs. You might notice it's more up towards your thighs. You might be able to get into your calves. And that inhale, squeeze and hold. Hold the inhale breath and exhale, slowly relax through the legs up towards the glutes and the pelvis. Feel that stillness in between each contraction. Now let's go to the glutes, to your butt muscles, and maybe you can move also into your pelvic floor here. If you are connected to that space, you can also contract, draw together and pull up. So you feel yourself lift, you inhale, draw up. When you reach the peak, hold your inhale, hold the contraction. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You might be able to get a really deep squeeze here. And exhale, release and soften. Meeting the natural inhale and exhale as we move through. Okay, now to your abdominal area. Feeling into the front, the sides, the back. The next inhale, draw everything in into your spine. You'll feel yourself lift again if you're working with the back muscles along the spine. Breathe in, squeeze, hold. Exhale to soften and relax. Natural breath. You might find as we move through that you can hold that inhale breath for longer as your body's becoming more oxygenated. So you might find that sweet spot where you're holding the breath and you stay there. Just work with your own pace with this. So now we're going to bring our awareness to our hands. The next inhale, squeeze the hands as tight as you can. Deep breath in, hold the inhale. Exhale to release. Next breath in guides us to our arms. So to contract the biceps, you'll be squeezing the hands towards the shoulders. If you want to work more on the back, push your hands back to straighten the arms and contract the triceps and forearms. See which feels good for you. So next inhale, bring your hands into it too, if that works. Exhale, soften, release, find the natural breath, rhythm of your breath. Next one, we'll take the inhale and cross the arms over the body, chin down and a big squeeze. Exhale, soften and open. The pause in between with the natural rhythm is really finding the peace in the space made and how the body feels when it softens. So now one where a lot of us carry tension, shoulders and neck. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, soften, relax. Feel that length through the neck, opening through the throat. You might want to enjoy that with a little bit of movement. Now to the face and the head. Let's see what we can squeeze. So you might find your face squishing. You might want to stick your tongue out. See what your face has for you today. So inhale and squeeze. Exhale. After that squeeze of the face, you might want to move your eyes around a little bit, open your mouth, move your head. There's a lot of little muscles in there. And now scan your body. And for this last inhale, see how your body wants to express itself. It might want to reach through the arms. You might want to shake. You might want to draw your shoulder blades back. Is there a part that we missed that you really want to get into? So take your breath there. Inhale, squeeze and hold. And exhale to soften. Let your eyes close. Let the breath come in naturally. And observe in your body if there's any tension that remains. And we're not going to try to remove it right now or to release it. I just want you to take your awareness there and say to that part of your body, I feel you. I know you're there. You can stay. And notice how that is received. Permission to stay. Rest here for a moment. Now we are going to call our energy home. If you can, keep your eyes closed. You might have visions with this one. You might just be noticing the sensations. Let's see what happens. So think about, bring to mind all the places that your energy has been today. All the interactions that you've had, whether it's with humans or a project, your computer, whether has been in a phone call or a text message or something that's been playing on your mind, where you've opened that channel so your awareness can flow to that place that is away from your body. It might be a meter from you. It might be on the other side of the world. It might be something that happened in the past or something that you've considered may happen in the future. So just notice that and feel how your body is connecting to them threads. There's an experience being had when you consider all of these threads. And you might even want to explore this by picking one thing or person that you are connected to or a situation that happened, and notice where that thread reaches in your body. Where does it land specifically? You might be able to find the origins of that, just to be curious. And if you enjoyed that exploration and the sensation, see if you can notice with a different interaction or thing that you're still attached to with your awareness. And again, follow the thread and see if it lands in a different place or the same. And just notice. When this is without judgment, this is just a simple noticing exercise. Now, what we're going to do, this is not about cutting cords. This is about calling our energy home for this moment. There still may be work to be done, or the relationship will continue to flow. Things will need to be considered, decisions will need to be made about certain things. So it's not that we're saying goodbye, never speaking to you again. It is just right now, we are going to call our energy home and pause with all them external relationships that we have for a moment. See how it feels to create, maybe you imagine it or just feel it, a bubble around your body. And it goes all the way around. You've got space around it, so it'll go underneath your floor, behind you, in front of you, to the sides. Now, with each inhale breath, we welcome our energy home. We welcome our energy back from yesterday, back from tomorrow, back from responsibilities, back from anyone else's needs, back from any roles that you're carrying. I'm calling it back into our body. The breath might be enough to call it in, or you might use your hands softly to draw your energy back. Like, come back, welcome back. And with each inhale, you're feeling your awareness return, your energy return to you. Each inhale, feeling the difference as your energy returns back to yourself. Imagining every inhale breath is gathering little pieces of yourself and gently returning them home. There's nothing to force here. It's a welcoming, allowing yourself to come home, allowing more presence, allowing yourself to feel supported and nourished, feeling your own presence fill your entire body, the physical and the energetic field around you, contained within this bubble. And if for whatever reason you're noticing maybe an uncomfortable heat, you can let that breath be cool. So you can welcome it in and you can connect to the coolness, the air element passing through to cool your body. Or maybe you're cold and you want warmth, so you can welcome the warmth. And now let the breath come to its natural rhythm. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your stomach, if that feels comfortable for you. And remain here for a moment. Remain here as you continue to be nourished, replenished, as life pulses through your body, through every cell. You feel that aliveness. Breathe deep with this and allow yourself to receive. Now gently ask yourself, not with your mind, but with your body, what truly nourishes me? And pause and listen. There's nothing to figure out here. simply receiving. And perhaps a word does come when you ask, what truly nourishes me? Maybe a word comes, or an image, a memory, or a feeling in your body. Maybe there's just a sense of spaciousness. Trust whatever arises in this moment. Let it come to you in its own time. Now ask yourself, what have I stopped making space for? What have I stopped making space for? What has gone to the bottom of the pile? And don't worry if nothing comes through, it will in its own way. And finally, what is one small act of nourishment I can offer myself this week? One small thing that you can offer yourself this week that you can commit to. Not 10 things, just one loving act that you can offer yourself. Get really clear on that. See yourself doing it right now. Feel in your body. How grateful is your body for you to bring this in? Now we'll begin to deepen our breath. So anchoring our awareness in the breath. Feeling yourself held in this moment by the earth beneath you. Notice what still remains in sensation. Say thank you to your body for going on this journey to reconnect, to remember how to communicate with you, and for you to remember how to listen and also give messages to your body to let it know that it's safe. When you're ready, open your eyes, but don't look straight at the screen. Look around you. Take some time to fully land. See how it feels to look through your eyes from a body that has been replenished. And a remembrance that you can do this practice at any time. We took it slow time today, kind of, for 30 minutes, but you could do the practice very quickly if that's all you have. And it's more about enjoying these practices. So if you keep them short, if you're someone like me who can distract from practices, which is why I show up here, because I also need the remembrance. I know how nourishing and powerful it is to come back to myself. So taking little moments, if it's 1 minute, 5 minutes, that's perfect. Just commit every day to doing it. You'll start to enjoy it. You'll start to bring it into your life more regularly, and it will become longer, and it will become part of your moment to moment life. And the practice with the contractions, as we went through the body in the beginning to tighten and release, is a really nice one before bed as well. If you are struggling to fall asleep, just going through all the body parts from the feet to the top of the head and finding that softness in you is a really beautiful way to relax into this moment and hopefully drift into a nice sleep. I'm going to share with you some cards that I pulled. Yeah, if you've been before, you know I pull some cards before we begin. And these cards are really interesting because it's a message that's been coming up over and over again in the last few weeks. Sean is a tarot reader, wherever you are on the screen right now. Sean, my sister, blood sister and soul sister. She's a beautiful tarot reader, and I always am so blown away how many crossovers there are. And if ever I'm like needing some guidance, I always reach out to her and be like, can you pull me a card? Like, give me some support from the outside. But anyway, so today I pulled a closing door completion. And I'm going to tell you how I interpret this in relation to what we've been sitting with today. So for some, this closing door might mean, where are you giving you too much of yourself away? Where I saw someone write recently, which I loved, where can you make yourself unavailable? Like, to stop giving all the time and to find boundaries that will continue to allow you to be nourished, so you haven't got these energy leaks. So that might resonate to some. It might be something more final, like, what relationships or projects or thoughts or habits are you done with? Is it like, I'm closing the door and I'm walking away? But you will get the strength to do that if there is something that you are completely finished with. There was another way that I wanted to look at this as well. What did it say to me? It really stood out. Oh yeah. If you have felt for a long time that you've been like moving towards something, you really want something, there's a desire, whatever it is, like you keep working towards it, and you always feel like the door is shut, like you can't get through. This is a message to say, maybe this is not the door. Maybe take a look around to see if there's another path to take. So however that resonates with you. And then we have the Two of Swords. She's blindfolded with two swords across her. And so this is like the crossroads, decision making, which way, this way, that way, and a remembrance. Very clearly what came through when I've been sitting with Sean in circle is, there's no right or wrong way. It's now the point just to make a decision and just move forward with it, and a trust that all the work that you've done on yourself, that all the tools that you have are going to help you and are going to guide you at this time. And then this one, of course, these ones are beautiful. The Mary Magdalene. This is so shiny over here. I don't know if you can see it, but she's like this. She's like, and it's surrender. I am in good hands. So I feel like that one is just so nice to hold all of these beautiful cards and reflections for us today. So we are going to go into our private space. I have some reflection questions. I'm going to put them in the email. It's kind of what we went into today, but I will put them in the email so that you can maybe sit with them a little bit more to consider, like, what truly nourishes you or what depletes you. Also looking into what you've been longing for, like the ideas or the fantasies that you have, noticing, just bringing all these things in that pull your energy. And also a really big one is, what are you not making space for anymore? So these questions are going to help us to create them healthy boundaries, to call our energy home, to continue to be nourished through these times. So thank you everyone who watched the recording. Once you finish this, please just go into nature if you can, or make yourself a warm tea or some water and intentionally ground yourself into the present moment. Just allow yourself to have some space to integrate this practice and to continue this week to listen, to see what comes through from all the things that we have explored today. So everybody who is in the live will head over now to our private space and see if anything wants to be shared.